Please welcome Kristin Gore, everybody. Kristin Gore. First of all, let me apologize. I nearly said Kirsten.
That's all
and
right.
I meant to say Kristin.
You know, my grandfather always called me Christian, and he was my grandfather.
Really?
So,
Did he have you confused with Christian Slater? Because you look nothing like him.
Really?
No, you look great.
Oh, thank you very
are
much.
by far and away the best looking author I've had in this show. Hands down.
Dick Van Dyke's pretty hot.
Dick Van Dyke's pretty hot. You're right. You're the second best
Thank
looking
you.
author. Did you meet Dick Van Dyke?
No, I tried to, and he just blew right past
Well,
me.
you had to go to the bathroom.
Well,
I think
there you
that's
go.
where...
Yeah. That's what they all say.
Yeah, it was like... Right out of here. Are you a fan of the Mary Poppins?
Huge fan. Mary
Thank
Poppins,
goodness.
oh my gosh. That was one of the movies that we watched over and over and over again. You
Really?
know, yes, at a young age.
You smoking? A lot of put on Mary Poppins again. No?
Lollipops.
Lollipops,
At
all right.
four,
No,
four
it's
to
nice.
7.
What's the book about, Kristin?
Well, Craig, it is about...
That was good. That was like a real talk show. It was like a real talk
We
show
can
right
do
there.
this. We
I
can
said,
do
what's the book
this.
about, Kristin? You said, well, Craig. And we were like, oh,
Amazing.
doing stuff like it was real. Like there was no robot skeleton. Like we weren't in a basement. Like it was a real thing.
We're really doing this.
Yeah, let's do it then.
Let's live the dream.
What's the book about, Kristin?
Well, Craig, it is about it takes place in a fictional town in the South, and it deals with a crime that happened in the 60s that gets uncovered, a civil rights era crime.
Cold case?
A cold case.
I see, I know the lingo.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I got inspired by the real life stories because a couple years ago, I grew up partly in Tennessee,
right.
and there are hundreds of these unsolved cases across the South that got reopened in 2007.
Why?
And, well, I think they realized there's a closing window on justice because the people are dying off. And
so they wanted to get them in jail before they died? Yeah.
It struck me as sort of an American version of hunting down Nazi war criminals before they died.
Oh, from the civil rights era? You're talking about,
yeah,
right, I see. Yeah.
So the real life cases have all these elderly ex-Ku Klux Klansmen being brought in for crimes that they committed 50 years ago but were never prosecuted for. So I'm normally a comedy writer. This is not such a comedy, but it's
sounds hilarious so far. I was right with you. What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
Hijinks ensue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got obsessed with the real life stories, and I wanted to try to do them justice.
It's fascinating. Now you're a comedy writer, you say. Are you busy? Because you know you can hang here for as long as you like. We have openings.
Do you?
Oh yes.
Dream come true.
What kind of comedy have you written? What have you?
I started in TV. I wrote for Futurama for a bunch of years.
Futurama.
I'm so glad.
I love Futurama. I was on Futurama.
Thank you for being on it. Yeah.
That's a great show.
Yeah, I loved it. I moved out I got into comedy writing in college, and I came out to LA without a job. And
oh, is this a tragic story of a young girl's? All right.
No, it was, I just started writing scripts, and Futurama was the show that I wanted to write for. So I got, luckily, managed to land that job and loved it. I mean,
yeah, no, it was great. How long were you there?
A couple years until it got canceled, but now it's back.
Well, they cancel it every couple of years, though, don't they? That show? It's like Family Guy. They cancel Family Guy every couple of years and then go, oh, it's the greatest thing on our network, and then they put it back again. And Seth's like, counting his money, just counting his money.
Yeah, it keeps it exciting for everyone.
Did you ever work on any of the late night shows?
I did. I did some guest writing on Saturday Night Live.
That's a good show.
That is.
They got all sorts of stuff going on there.
Well, you got some good props here. I like.
Oh yeah, I got the glittery ball, the TARDIS, and the mouth organ.
It's a lot to work with.
Yeah, well, you know, it's what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's what I got. The glittery ball's new, actually. We just wrote that in, hilariously enough.
What goes on with that?
Well, it's a glittery ball on top of a roll of tape. You know, it's a standard comedy prop.
Sure.
We don't have a lot here, really. No, we don't have a lot. Are you related in any way to any other Gores that I might know?
I am, to several Gores. Who do you know?
Gore Vidal?
I am, distantly.
Really?
Distantly.
Related to Gore Vidal? That's awesome.
I know.
So his first name is the same as your second name?
Yeah.
How often does that happen?
Not that often.
Not that often is right, young lady.
I know. It's
well done.
exciting.
You have the job as comedy writer.
Thank God. Such an easy interview.
Al Gore?
Yep, know that guy.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Al Gore's your dad?
Yeah.
That's all right. He's your dad. He's your dad.
He's a good dad.
Yeah, he's a good dad.
I know.
He is.
He
yeah,
is. Great dad. Only one I got.
Yeah.
He's good.
Good?
Yep.
Do you have any kids?
No.
Oh, it's time.
No, you think so?
Yeah. You're doing well in your career. You look good.
Yep.
It's time.
Really?
Have you got a significant? Have you got a friend?
Wow.
That you could,
This is really getting personal.
Why not?
I should get on kids immediately. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Do you get any pressure from your dad? Is he like, hey, come on now?
No. I mean, he generally...
Oh, the whole population thing, of course. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Forgot.
Well, we need to populate the planet with people to save it. So,
yes,
you
that's
can just
true.
twist it around to think
So
about
no
it.
pressure on your children then?
No, not at all. Do whatever
You'll be
you
saving
want.
the planet, young shaver.
Or go write comedy,
Yeah, well, comedy, I think, has a therapeutic value, don't you think?
Absolutely. You got to escape into laughter.
Yeah, and also I think nothing de-pants the powerful like a good joke. You know what I mean?
Speaking of that, I'm alarmed about the caffeine pants because I'm allergic to caffeine.
You're allergic to caffeine?
And I didn't realize they were putting in clothing now that I would have to avoid.
Well, I think they have to tell you. It's not like you put on a pair of...
so.
Yeah, no.
They put it in water and they don't really tell you.
Do they put it in water?
Yeah.
Maybe that's
And then
what, the
there's
goofy Pluto thing that was going on with me earlier then. Really? When did they do that?
They snuck it in there a couple of years ago, and I found out the hard way. And not all water, but it'll just be like energy water and not really, you know.
Anything that's got the word energy on it usually has either caffeine or crystal meth in it.
Yeah, meth is fine. Caffeine, I cannot
You enjoy
do.
the crystal meth?
Well, I just don't have as much of an allergic reaction to it.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, we're out of time. The book looks fascinating. Thank you for coming by. And I'm going to read this. This will become clear to me when I read the book.
It will.
Right.
Yeah, you'll find out where she's going.
She's probably going down there, probably, isn't she?
Keep reading.
Nah, she's pretty. I'm pretty sure she's headed in that direction.
She might be walking backwards.
No, she could be walking backwards. I like the way your mind works, you crazy girl. All right, so here's your options: mouth organ, awkward pause, or touch my glittery ball.
Awkward pause.
Awkward pause.
I'm good at those.
There you are, awkward pause. That was a bit lively. Care to up the ante in the awkward pause? Make it some kind of subtext?
I'll let you lead the way.
Okay. Let's move into smell my finger awkward pause. Yeah. I have to say, your smell my finger awkward pause looks a little bit like Hitler moustache awkward pause.
What is more awkward than Hitler?
Well, what is more awkward than Hitler? Yes, that's right. You're pretty good at this, huh? You practice this?
Oh, inadvertently all the time.
Kristin Gore, everybody. We'll be right back. All right, tying a tie. It's not a difficult thing to do. Untying a tie can sometimes be done. I don't normally do this to the end of the show. And this is a secret in television. What happens here is, for your tie to work, they put a little bit of tape on the other side of it so that it doesn't offend anyone. All right, get your tie like this, right? And then you go like this. We'll see if I don't tie this properly now after all. And then you go like that, and you turn that. And then you'll be able to slow this down on the YouTube. And then, there you go, look at that, see?